It's the Cable
I haven't packed one, pick one to Noko in a bit. Shall I? Stupid, sexy Oko. Those abs? Yeah, those cum gutters. Hard to beat. I guess Ulamog's got some abs. Ooh, channel. Pass an Eldrazi, draft a channel. Ooh. Immediately something worth channeling into. Oh, we get Spellseeker back, Tutor up this channel. Pour myself a little drink here. I might be killing off 2 bottles today. There were a few that were near the end of their lives. No, I've never had anyone request a Cum Gutters stip. You would love to have double fetches in the cube? Me too. Yeah, double fetches and double OG duels I think would make the cube a lot more pleasant. Removing the tri-lands and one of the other cycles. They've had cubes with doubles before, and it always seems to confuse some people, so maybe it's not worth it from their perspective. Mana Leak would be good. I'm a little bit worried about having mana for both Counterspell and Channel on 2, so I guess I'm going to grab Triome here. Waterlogged's a little awkward with Channel, which is also using your life total. Cobra's okay. Spell Pierce is okay. Your duels are all proxies. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I was really hoping that that's what they were going to do with M30. Is just like have a... I mean, I guess they could at some point. Have like a Wizard-sanctioned cube product. Just like a starting core of a powered cube deck. Or a powered cube shell. I think people would buy the crap out of that. Sell it for like, I don't know. Maybe even keep it gold bordered. More champion decks. Like from when they had Pro Tour winners and stuff. Those were really cool. Cube Masters. I think Modern Masters is a Cube Masters, right? Feels like they charge too much for that for people to want to buy it. I mean, so if you do a whole like 360 card cube, it might be too prohibitively expensive with like printing costs. Ooh, the Ulamog Wield. If you do a cube starting shell, or maybe it's not. Maybe printing 360 cards isn't crazy. I think they can do it for under $300 though. I think that's my own personal price point. Or if it gets much more than that, I start to lose interest. What did they sell? They sold like gold border sets, right? Back in the day, just like a complete set of beta or whatever. Yeah, maybe I'm undervaluing a little bit. Those were $120 for the set. Yeah, that was a long time ago, though. The collectors. Yeah, the collectors were also gold bordered. Just a fetch a Rooski here. We could Hull Breacher. A little worried about Hull Breacher bringing me in the wrong direction. Maybe Show and Tell's good. Thinking about Dismember, thinking about Stern Scolding. Sometimes Nissa can just cast this shit. You know, you untap with Nissa and you just have the 10 mana. Yeah, I still like Nissa. Can I stop drafting and live stream the debate with commentary? I could. I didn't know the debate was happening right now. Yeah, I don't know how entertaining I'd be able to make that, though. I think I want this Daze. Another fetch is tempting. The Mystic is tempting. Even the Ballista. Please no. You're actively avoiding the debate right now? Yeah, fair enough. You would rather eat paint. My God. I would not rather eat paint. That doesn't sound good. Though some of the colors do look yummy. Colors. This is a sick mystical tutor. We're like kind of in on this channel, right? Let's just find the channel more often. Deck needs like actual untapped duels. Well, if we grab the Hull Breacher, we'd be pretty happy about this Twister. I think I'm gonna take Ponder. Just help me get the fucking channel Ulamog thing. I think we win a counter battle over it pretty consistently. So I don't see a problem with building towards that. Caryatid, Treachery. Yeah, I was just talking about how I don't really have much removal. Let's play Treachery. Spelljacker's fucked up. It's just competing with my current 5s. Sometimes Uro can gain you a little bit of life and make the channel live longer than you'd think. 6 plays well with Uro. Does not play well with channel. I'm just going to grab the Halfling here. Another way to turn to a Oko Hum. Aesop Turtle Witness. Is there a chance I want that Scolding? I mean, I kind of do. Yeah, alright. Turtle Witness says that they have only 700 more months until they hit the jackpot with a 77-month subscription there. Oh, good luck, Witness. Good luck. Can listen to politicians lie later. Yeah. I'll type in a very innocuous comment into Google. How are the debates going? I just got the usual, like, reaction things from news channels. Meh! That was a 6-star to a deck. Oh, they're just starting now. I see. Yeah, your Grim Monolith that way. Me too, Zenwu. The Grim Monolith that's in my it's in my cube. I bought a Pro Tour deck that had I think the Tinker one, the Finkel Tinker one, had a bunch of cards that I needed. Gold cards are so cool. A little Time Walk action. Hell yeah. Well, there's another thing to Mystical Tutor for, huh? Oh, nice workshops. That's a good way to get some Grim Monoliths. This Mox Jet doesn't seem amazing. I almost like the Mana Vault more. I'm going to take the Jet, but... A little Misty Rainforest action. Yeah, I think the card quality here is really good, Bimp. Bunch of really cheap counters. The other Oko is not in the cube. It was in very briefly, but I don't think it did very much. Ooh, a Preordain. Increase our churn, increase the chance we pair a channel with an Eldrazi Hum. Little Tropical Island action. I mean, I like a Chrome Mox, but this Trop is very good. Very, very good for our mana base. You want your boys, Rafellos, and Garrick back? Hey, fair enough. Yeah, those two are like right on the edge. Yeah, Hipster MD. I think a lot of people lose something that I think a lot of people lose sight of is that a lot of what makes cards nuts is like what is surrounding them. Obviously, like overall card power level has skyrocketed since 2012, but you can also make some cards very, very good or very, very bad depending on how you sculpt the cube, right? Your own particular weight, the archetypes that you decide to support. I kind of want to cut one of these Trilands now. Oh, I kind of dig Rumble. Let's draft Rumble. This could actually be a sick dig through time deck. I guess we have Uro in here currently. Maybe Fnatic. Maybe Fnatic works. A little sideboard action. Does Reef have much synergy in this cube? No, it does not. There's like 12 elementals total or something like that. I think Foundation Breakers going to the sideboard. Then I need one more Cutarooski. Maybe it's Delighted Halfling. I like that it makes Oko and Nissa uncounterable. I dislike that it doesn't give me double green for channel like the other two dorks do. How good is our show and tell? I mean, it's very good if our opponent's like dealt us enough damage that channel's no longer good. I could see tutor for it in some spots. Yeah, Bond 12. You can see that for yourself there. I could see cutting Oddity. Really nice for pressuring opposing walkers. But maybe that doesn't need to be main deck. I guess Treachery could also be a sideboard card. Yeah, I don't think 16 mana sources is crazy. I was just kind of thinking about that. We do have some utility in our lands, though, right? Like Besiege You, Waterlogged Grove cycles. There's two like actual cycling lands. I don't think playing 17 is particularly wrong. I don't think playing 16 is particularly wrong. But you're right, the cantrips and the mana dorks could let you skimp on your mana if you wanted to. Do I think it's good in most matchups? Stern Scolding? A card doesn't have to be like amazing in every matchup to be main deckable, right? Especially if it's good in like spots that you're weak to. Yeah, you could set up to just show until next turn. I think I like chilling. I think I like holding the counters up. No rush here. Potentially a lot better than show and telling hum. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Literal Lucifer. Thanks the sod. Thanks the 13 months. Yeah, draw your cards. You deserve it, opponent. I'd just like to point out that Literal Lucifer is not only subscribing to my channel, quite the endorsement, but also it is their 13-month subscription. Not bad. You're gonna bin channel off this Rumble now? Don't do it. Nice. Man, what a cacophony. what a pile of noise here. So good. Maybe you should be hitting the red source. Feels like double white has more answers to Ulamog than a red source, though. Hey, sup, Ross? How you doing? Yes. Ulamog looking pretty good with the Rumble Dump, huh? Nice full graveyard there. This is Haken. Someone asked if this was Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. I don't know what that is. Wouldn't show and tell have been plus time walk have been better? I don't think so. You don't get the cast trigger. The opponent can put in something that's better than Ulamog. You get to find out. It's harder to resolve, right? Depending on what their hand is. You don't have to target your Mox Hoppy one with Pacification. You can just cast it. Everyone's like fucking doubting because the Ulamog got ousted. Because their answer was nice and efficient and cheap and stuff. But if I just like rocked him with the Ulamog, there'd be like no fucking comments. None whatsoever. We are only questioning this decision because it went poorly. Kill MTGO, if that is your real name. Ooh. Let's bring Earl back. Or attempt. We getting double dazed. Our mana tide there too. Fair enough. Glad I didn't jam this into that, Also, I'm starting to become less concerned about what they might put into playoff show and tell. Might still Nissa first, especially now that we've got Dazed Mana Tide out of the way, This is a pretty good Flame of Anor, Blow my Mox, drawing 2 cards. Now that I would have Spell Pierced. I think I just got a show and tell here. If I could slam Nissa, I would. Tireless Tracker, no lane drop, doesn't it really excite me. Very awkward to play this card right after they've drawn a bunch. We did dodge Snap Oust. We'll see if they've got another answer for us handy. And all they put in was a Thraben. It's not the end of the world. The Spell Pierce is known. In retrospect, I think leaving the island up is better than the Trop in case of Wasteland. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like Pest Infestation on the Clue. Just one less permanent that's convenient for them to sack to Annihilator. They do Kraken Response and Fizzle it. Ooh. Well then. The best part is them, like, taking on the sacrifice. And then the Time Walk just being curtains. Bye, deck. Time Walk's just Explorer. Yeah. Even when you don't, like, get to play a land or anything off of Time Walk, it's still just, like, nuttiest card. 0 mana Explore would literally be broken and either restricted or banned in every format, right? Even if that was literally the only thing the card did. A lot of Dazes and Mana Tides and such. I think I'm going to jam the no changes here. Maybe minus Oddity plus Treachery. Maybe this is fine. Why Hoppy one? Why do you like Dress Down? I typically only really like Dress Down against like sneak attack opponents, or if the opponent's playing Urza's Saga. If they're playing Karnstructs, then Dress Down becomes very, very good. But I don't like it just because my opponent has creatures. Like, turn off their 2-drop for a turn. Like, who cares, right? I don't think I'm channeling on turn 2. Maybe I should have preordained turn 1. If they tap out for a 2-drop, though, then I think I like playing the Mystical Tutor there. Sure. Let's see if we can find an island, Fair enough. They truly are soft counter dot deck. Okie doke. They 4 me down to 11. Well, that's pretty iffy, Pretty not good. Means that we can't really protect the channel with this Spell Pierce. Let's sack the Grove. Yeah, let's sack the Grove. Look for a land I can actually use in this spot. Rumble's not crazy. I'm just going to play the channel. I think I lose this game, but we'll see. Yeah, I Banatize. It's pretty brutal there. I thought about just playing the Rumble. I guess I should have. What if I pay the one if that'll bait out another soft counter? It did not. All right, your turn. Yeah, that's why I went digging with that the Waterlogged Grove, Ryan, because we get an untapped land here. How much better is this if I've got a fucking Trop here instead of a Triome, right? If that's a Trop, I get to Daze, play it as my land for the turn. Actually play the Ulamog. Now I'm just kind of in a rough spot. Sure. Could Rumble into the Pest Infest. I think I'd dig that. Oh, but then the wave can hit my token. Does that matter? We're hitting a lane drop. Hitting a lane drop's pretty good. Kinda wishing I brought that Treachery in, Lane drop here could get this tracker rolling. Could be good. Wonder how long that's been in their hand. Fair enough. Show and tell. Chump Moose. Chump Moose for the jumpin'. Yeah, we haven't seen a Planeswalker out of them. I almost fucking swapped out the Moose for Treachery too. And here I am. Oh, that's an idea, Quarthian. Yeah, I could have had a clue here, Days just for the land drop. Alright. Now we're set up for this matchup. Now that's all we were missing right there. I wonder if Statekeeper's interesting. Ooh. In this matchup, where they've got like Daze and Mana Tithe and Spell Pierce or whatever, I'm just gonna sit here as long as possible before actually like playing my cards. Ooh, hello. This one I don't mind jamming. You can counter this one. That one I'm less excited about. This is our first time seeing the matchup, but my god, is that annoying. The patience to wait until after the preordain resolved, too. The awkward things about Mystical Tutor is that it, like, telegraphs the hand, Really wish I could protect this with a hard counter. If the channel resolves somehow, we'll be good, though. Like, if they only have soft counters. Because that would mean the Time Walk was resolving, too. Looks like they got a thing. Yeah. Now they got a Planeswalker that I can't answer. I'm very hesitant to burn this Time Walk. Because the Time Walk might be how I actually, like, give a creature pseudo haste to actually pressure this Teferi, right? But I think I'm gonna play it. Let's get into my Uro. I guess they just draw, fucking get treasure. Maybe it's supposed to makes 4/1/1s, just like pressure Teferi. Because Uro doesn't really, right? It just like gives them mana. Maybe Uro forces them to down tank. I think this is my best card for pressuring this Teferi. Maybe Oko now that I got some tokens thrown around. Not loving my odds, though. Yeah. Pretty gnarly spot. We don't really have a way of rebuying that Time Walk either. Probably game. You think so, Buzzard? Are you sure? Here, I thought I was winning. Yeah, the Surprise Hull Breacher was a real dicking this game. The decision to jam Uro. Exactly the sort of card that needs to get Stern Scolded. Yeah, Teferi's a little too close to ulting. No play left here. Ooh, that's what I was gonna fetch out. Hey, sup, drawing? Yeah, we got a couple little drawsies in here. We got a couple little drawsies up in this. Ooh, there's one right there. That looks like a saucy turn 2, doesn't it? This is a zesty turn 2 from the opponent, huh? Time to nuke them all the way back down to, well, 3 mana, I guess. And it's possible you should leave the crypt and take the Spire Bluff there. Get him off Bloom. I like this, though. Hey, champ. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 49 months there. Please don't call you out like that. My bad, champ. My bad. And people pointing out that you're behind or the game's probably over or whatever. However annoying it is when it's, like, very obvious, it's still not nearly as bad as people telling you to concede. That's my real pet peeve. What do we got? Oh, I decided to save the info. I think we can figure out how we want to sideboard against the Mishra's Workshop deck without seeing an extra 20 cards. I guess they saved whether they have Tinker or not. Tracker might be too slow here. Daze might be too slow here. There's so much fucking mana. Yeah, it's got Daze. I think I like the idea of Dress Down just in case they've got Karnstrucks in there. Just a little something like that. Well, looks like another turn 2 channel to me. It was borderline unimpressive last game. I mean, it won, but... Got bad news, opponent. Get the colored mana sources. Bully, that's me. I'm the bully. If you were appropriate, you'd be salty about getting turn 2 channeled twice. As would be your right, Tom. As would be your right. Whitelisted? Sort of. We had a Mystical Tutor for the channel both times. We had to have a mana base that could Mystical Tutor for channel both times. Like, it's not like we just have, like, a channel in a mono green deck. No Scoffed counters this time. Well, no hard counters either. No counters at all. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be holding up Spell Pierce on turn 1 here. It'd be ironic if I got channeled out, I wrecked you. Well, thanks for the match, Sir Strat. My condolences for the double turn 2 channel. But I think it's honest to say that I would do it again. I would, in fact. I'd do that. Yeah. That was very good for me. You know what I should have done this turn? I should have played the Delighted Halfling and the Triome. And that would have set me up for Nissa next turn. I would have Pierce up in case they have some weird recurring nightmare shenanigans. Although if they're like recurring nightmaring back Troll, Oko's not the worst card to have in play, Unfair that we aren't turn 2 channeling this opponent. Yeah, we just going time walk into Oko. Terrible openers here. Very unlucky. Maybe I should have mulled, Someone was asking about dropped frames the other day, Chew. I don't see any on my display. But yeah, I think it's on your end. Yeah, neither my OBS nor my Twitch display is giving me anything. That was you? Yeah, did you sort it out to Delta? Mark had some like 20 minutes ago. Sounds like Twitch is shitting the bed. You've been getting stuttery video, but only on Caleb's stream. Interesting. Could be something to do with my camera, I guess. It's been on Twitch a lot lately. Screen stutters. Cheese has been getting actual pauses. You've had other streams doing the same thing. Okay. I'm glad it's not just me then. A little less concerning. Still be nice if Twitch got its shit together, huh? We might actually need this tracker. Oko does come with an obnoxious amount of loyalty, that's for sure. Thanks for the feedback, again. They are playing Recurring Nightmare. I guess we make them burn their spawn, huh? Would you even reanimate here from the opponent's side? Yeah, the troll this team is very unexciting to me. Oh, should I channel into Nissa? Channel Nissa, untap, tracker, lane drop. I think I'd do that. Why did they take Craterhoof out? I think there were fewer and fewer 3-0s from Craterhoof decks, from Natural Order style decks. And there were more and more spots where green was winning with just solid cards, solid individual cards. Part of playing all in on ramp is that you're very vulnerable to sweepers. And now there's a bunch of cards like Fury and Pyrokinesis and stuff in the cube. Can make it very hard. I think Treachery's coming in for Oddity again. I think it probably would have just been better. They did have a couple of comes into play abilities for Dress Down. I think I'm going to leave it out, though, over what I currently have. No for Atraxa is more fun than no for Craterhoof. Yeah, but the Natural Order deck can't get Atraxa. You almost have to open Atraxa because it fits so many things. The Flash decks want Atraxa, the Show and Tell decks, the Reanimator decks, the Sneak Attack decks. There's so many decks that want Atraxa. There's people just casting in the Atraxa. There's only one Atraxa. It's like very hard for the Natural Order deck to get it. You can't really consistently have an archetype around that. And Natural Order's been big time nerfed for sure. I almost wish there was like a Terastodon or Progenitus or something that other decks didn't want, right? For the green decks to know form. What percentage of my brain is dedicated to memorizing card text? Too much of it. Fortunately, you can look up cards. I think more of my brain is devoted to like relationships between archetypes and the like. And cards and such. Than just like raw card text. Yeah, it's worth a miscalc, right? Since it's a card that'll brick the miscalculator. Ooh, just need a channel now, huh? Or maybe Nissa, like I've been saying. Moto loading here. Surveillance so good. Putting it over there with a pile of surveillance. Turn 4 Hagakam. Seems good. Yeah, it might be channel or bust here. You guess images would help to play foreign languages? Oh, yeah. When I was in high school, I'll scoop to that. When I was in high school, I spent a couple weeks in France, and I spent like a week with a host family. And there was a kid in the family that played Magic. And I asked if we could go to a local card shop and play some cards and stuff. Play some casual Magic. And I brought like a Type 2 deck. I know that people there had Type 2 decks. They said casual decks. But they were like boomer casual decks. So there was like a mono black Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre type deck, you know. And I'm playing like a bunch of Chromoxes and Solemns and Memnarchs and Mindslavers and shit. But I remember at one point my opponent hymned me. And I just like shuffled my hand and put him face down. And they were like, ah, he knows the card. Because all their cards were in French, right? Ooh. This is a hand that needs another green source. Fortunately, I believe I put 1 or 2 of those in the deck. Fool of an Elvish Mystic. I just realized that if I did rip the green source here for the channel Ulamog, I would have had to hit my own land. Kind of glad it's your counterspell. Next turn, though. Next turn would be a great turn to rip a green source. Do I counter this? I'm going to let that resolve. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, my Mox. Come on, Force. Nice. Yes. Wee! Vintage Cube! Yay! All right, folks. I'm going to do a draft for my future self. I'm going to have a little bit more boozahol. But I think I'm starting to feel it. Starting to feel tired. The end of the night.